What's up, everybody? Welcome to the live composing show. This is Stephen Melin, and welcome to our new time here on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope you guys are doing fabulous today. I have missed doing these streams with you guys. And what's interesting and special about today and moving forward is you might notice there's a slightly different studio space around me. That's because I actually, this past weekend, relocated my studio to a different part of the house. And so it's actually now in a bedroom instead of out in the open around all the kids and everything. So what that means is moving forward, I can now finally be consistent on doing these streams every single week. And that makes me very excited. Hope that makes you guys excited too. So as we're piling in here today, I know it's a new time, it's a little bit different than normal. So it might take a little bit of time for everybody to get used to it. But please say hey in the chat, and I'd love to say hi back. What's up, Devin and Matt? Apparently there's 7 people here, so say hi. Come on, say hi. Don't be shy. I'm really excited to get back into the swing of things, especially with these rescores of video games that have recently released or are about to release, as well as the other things that we do, such as sample library reviews, such as writing live music for commercial projects, for commercial games. And right now it's kind of a weird season for me because I'm at the tail end of a really big soundtrack, Aethermancer, if you've heard of that game. It's a roguelike by Moirai Games, kind of the spiritual successor to Monster Sanctuary. I'm basically done with that soundtrack. I've been working on it for about 2 years. We still have a few tracks left to go in the next year or so, but at this point, I'm kind of hitting that pause button. I actually just started working on another game. I can't release any of the information on that one yet, but it is kind of a Zelda meets Animal Crossing or Harvest Moon, Stardew Valley kind of vibe. It's like a cozy Zelda game, super cool. Really excited about that one because that one I'm also doing sound design for and actually programming inside Wise, which is the middleware audio software, and then I'm actually programming it inside of Unreal 5. So that's a really cool project as well. So doing the music and sound for that. Surely, within the next month or two, I'll be able to start sharing some tidbits from there and kind of showing behind the scenes of how I work in that environment. And hopefully some other games. Lots of conversations with game developers and things in different stages of the process, because the game development process is usually for indie games somewhere between 3 to 5 years long process. So sometimes composers or sound designers are brought in at the beginning, middle, or end, and there's not much consistency there. It's kind of all over the place. So what's up, JT? Glad you could join us here today. So today, what are we doing? Well, I have a new window session open. I'm trying to make sure my mic doesn't peak here. I just plugged everything back in, so it may not be 100% perfect like normal. That sounds a little bit better. I have my new window session open today, and just last week, Nintendo released Super Mario Party Jamboree. Very excited about that game. It's actually a game I want to play with my kids soon. It looks super fun. I have always loved the Mario Party games, especially from the N64 era. And I know that last year, I believe, they came out with a compilation of, I think it was called Superstars, which is, I think it was 5 maps from previous games, the previous N64. They're kind of, remade. But this is actually a brand new game if you haven't seen it yet. So it has, I think, 7 board game maps, which is a lot, and it's hundreds of mini games and all that kind of stuff. And it just looks and feels amazing, and I'm really excited. So what I'm doing today is capturing that authentic Nintendo sounds by literally using samples from these games. And if you are interested in that process, in the link in the description below, there's actually a free 30-minute masterclass. You can go check it out. And it's simply a video of me walking through my process. Super technical, but it's my process of how I collected and kind of created my own custom contact database from 1,800 plus samples or instruments from my favorite games in video game history. And it's no surprise that most of those are Nintendo type sounds. So from a lot of Mario games, a lot of Zelda games, a lot of like Mario Karts and Mario Parties and Sonic and I don't know, everything in between. And that has allowed me to in moments like this, or when a client asks for a very specific type of sound to sound like Pokemon, to sound like Zelda, I can, boom, open up that palette and get writing. Because I've done this legally. I've done it by purchasing a whole bunch of sample libraries from the past, old CD-ROMs, old Romplers, all the things. And there's a whole process there. If you want to deep dive into that, go check it out. It's not for everybody. It's kind of an insane endeavor if you ask me, but I like to obsess about things like that, and it's super fun. So hopefully that's a nice treat for you after this stream. So go check that out. But yeah, that's what I'm using today. That's how I'm able to write so quickly. So what we have here today is a clip from the first world, and I wrote it down. It's in my description, and I've already forgotten what it's called. It's like the Wiggler map. Maybe one of you can type it out. But you see right here, here's the game board, and just like any of the Mario Party games, it starts off where we have basically it's a board game. So you have your 4 players, and each of them takes a turn rolling a dice, and then boom, you move that number of spaces, and then you're basically competing to see who can get the most stars. There's various things you can win throughout the game to try to win. And so this is such a simple use of music in video games. And if you actually listen to the original, let's do that for a second. Oopsies. Ah! It's yelling at me. Oh, I know why I hit the mute button. Notice how it's just super fun and Mario, Nintendo-esque. It's basically one piece of music, the entirety of this, just one loop that just keeps going on and on. And then eventually, once all 4 players have had their turn, the music does change as soon as it, basically a game state change right here, when it goes into the minigame side. Notice how the music stopped for a second.
Minigame.
Really what's happening there is there's 3 pieces of music. There's the map theme. Oops. I want to actually show you what's happening. So there's like a little jingle. And then the music comes back in.
Minigame.
But as soon as the minigame happens, there's a little stinger that happens, which is probably programmed in Wise, which is essentially it's a little 2 or 3 bar phrase that comes in on the next beat available.
Minigame.
That's why it sounds so natural.
Minigame.
And then boom, it just goes straight into the minigame track, which is a 3rd piece of music. So I'm not planning to get that technical today with the composition. I'm just going to write the 1 piece of music for the map and make that the loop. My goal is to write between a 1 and 2 minute piece of music today. Just kind of depends on how fast we move, but that's the goal here today. I think it's going to be super fun. And like I said in the chat, I'd love to hear what you guys are playing this week. I'm currently playing Dragon Quest XI, begrudgingly. I've heard for years what a wonderful game it is. It's one of the greatest RPGs of all time. And unfortunately, I have actually already played the greatest RPGs of all time, so now my bar is very high to the likes of Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, and 10. And oh my gosh, there's so many good ones, right? Super Mario RPG, right? There's like all of this plethora of really good RPGs. And then I finally played Dragon Quest XI, spent a lot of money on it because it's one of those games that just is priced high still. And I've regretted every minute since. But now that I'm like 20 hours in, I'm just going to finish it and move on with my life because I'm a completionist at heart, and I don't know if anyone else understands. Okay, anyway, so for today, I used an AI splitter to extract the vocals, which is kind of most of the sound effects. And that way we have a sound effects track today. So here's what it sounds like with just the sound effects. We don't get every sound effect, but we get a lot of them.
All right.
Mainly, you know, when the characters change, when they jump, when they hit the blocks. It's not perfect, but it is helpful for our composing today because now I can use it as like a backdrop to help guide the goofiness, the quirkiness of the sounds. So what we're doing here, I'm trying not to get that tune stuck in my head because I don't want to actually rewrite it. I want to do my own thing. But over here, I have a contact database. Again, go check out the video. It's fun. It's fun if you're nerdy like me and you like the technicalities of it all. Let me actually open up a new contact instrument so that you can actually see what this looks like. But essentially, what I'm doing is I have a new contact instrument, and I've created a quick load right here. I right-click in the blank space, retro VGM samples. These are all the custom folders I've made based on the generation of the game console. Pretty soon, we're going to have a 9th generation samples, but really most modern games just use old generation samples anyway, so maybe not super needed. But anyway, so for today's purposes, I would go to N64. I'd scroll down to the Mario parties, and I made a folder that combines all of the Mario parties, which is this right here. So these are all the unique sounds that have been used they're from other sample libraries and such, but these are the exact sounds known to be used in the Mario Party games. And so I'll just take them all like this, drag them up. And because they're all 3-4 megabytes each, okay, 7 megs each, they're so tiny that I can just leave it all there because the footprint is so small. This entire folder is only 67 megs, which basically means I can just solo any one of these instruments with 0 latency. And now I have the Mario Party sound. Of course, I can add my own stuff on top of that, but it's just a really nice way to quickly move in this style of writing. And I've used this so many times before with people who want me to sound like Zelda, sound like Mario Kart, sound like Pokemon, whatever. I just load up those instruments and then get writing. And of course, I can always, like I said, I can always use my own stuff, but it's helpful. So, what's up, Micah? Glad to see you, man. I haven't been able to stream in so long. It's been a challenging year in lots of regards. Family stuff, house stuff, work stuff. It's just kind of like I've been hit from all sides, but I shall persevere. I'm so happy to have this new studio space because now I can be consistent about hanging out with you guys, important to you guys, making YouTube content, continue to work on VGMA, work on projects. I'm really excited about it. So here's what I did just before the stream. I opened up Session Horns. For those of you who don't know, Session Horns, it's this pretty old E-Instruments VST. It is the backbone of almost every Mario soundtrack since the GameCube era. Probably most notably in Super Mario Sunshine, and then the Galaxy games, on the Wii and the Wii U, and then Super Mario Odyssey also uses these. Now, Odyssey also uses live instruments and live recordings, but not in all of their tracks. So if anything gets sampled, it's from this, more than likely. So this has just been a Nintendo staple VST, just like the East-West Symphonic Orchestra Gold has been a staple of all the Zelda soundtracks. There's certain VSTs that have just been used throughout history. And so the more that you know about that kind of thing, the closer you can get to instantly sounding like a lot of the soundtracks. Hey, what's up, Mike? Everybody say hey to Mike. This guy has 1 million kids, a composing career, wrote a book, runs a community. What's your excuse? Oh, I love it. I love it. That's amazing. So Session Horns does not sound great. I appreciate you, Mike. Glad you're here. Session Horns is one of those things that a lot of the old Nintendo samples do not sound great by today's standards, but they instantly evoke a mood, a style, right? That sounds like Nintendo. So I just think sometimes it's really good to have these palettes saved for the purpose of trying to sound like it. Because listen carefully for a second. I'm going to play the original from the game. Try to think through which of these instruments is live and which is sampled. Can you tell? My ear says 100% of it is sampled. 100%. And that's a modern, brand new game from Nintendo. They have all the money in the world to record live, but why don't they? Because the Nintendo sound is usually not live music. It's typically very particular nostalgic samples. And I'm telling you, if you look back in the history of Zelda games, Mario games, what have you, these IPs use the exact same samples to try to capitalize on the nostalgia, especially when it comes to like that recorder sound. I bet you it's this exact. Right, it's just this cheesy old Mario Party recorder that was used in all the Mario Party games from the N64. Right? Just throw some reverb on it. That's really all it is. So let me throw some Aether. Like, it's the sample. It's the thing, right? So you can't argue with me on that. It totally is. Same thing. There's this tenor sax that was used heavily in the Mario Party games. Mario Party 10. Right? And there it is right there. It's part of my list here from Mario Party 10. There it is. Boom. Tenor sax, Mario Party 10. So I keep a log of it so I can quickly search it, but it just gets you in the mood, gets you in the vibe. Now, granted, Nintendo games always have stellar production. They're using these old samples, but their production techniques it sounds almost live because it really good mixing and really good volume placement and all that. So anyway, you kind of get my vibe here that there's a lot you can do with old samples to still sound fresh and modern, and that is what Nintendo has been doing for so long. So anyway, I grabbed session horns. No, it does not sound amazing, but it does give the right vibe, and so I did this little what did I play? Is that E flat? Yeah, so I played an E flat chord and then E flat major 7. Let's go to the keys. So if you go E flat 7, and then A flat, then back up to the E flat major 7. So what I'm doing is I'm keeping a E flat in the bass. Boom 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 boom. So it's just giving me some space for a bass line to do something. So let's see what we have in here. I can just duplicate it because it's so small. Like, this is smaller than any modern sample library, and it houses all of them. So what I did is I put together all the Mario Party games and Mario Kart 8, because that's the most recent example of a Mario game that would have used a lot of samples, right? A lot of different sounds. So this one, bass, I'm just going to say Mario Contact. I want a bass line here to match. Oh no, I got rid of my horns. I was moving too quick. All right, here we go. So let's just call this bass, and this will be Mario Contact. Let's see what we have in here. Basically, want to just hang out on that E flat, boom, 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 B flat, dun 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 dun. Where is it? I guess there isn't one in here that has been like calculated. But what I can do is this. Let me actually pull up some old Mario games and just find something that would fit, right? So go over here. And what I can do is go to the most recent era or generation. Let's go to Wii U. That's probably closer. And I have everything organized by instrument as well. So let's go to bass. See what's in here. Nothing from there. Boom, 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 boom. Just gonna keep looking. I have a lot more of the retro stuff than the modern. Come on. Oh, I went to Mario Kart. There we go. Da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. I wonder if this is called electric bass. That's probably why I'm not finding anything. Okay. Electric bass. Yes. From Super Mario Galaxy games. Cool. Don't love it, but let me go back now that I know what I'm looking for. Let me go back to Wii U era stuff. I think they're going to be called electric bass. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-bum, where are you? So many instruments. I mean, there's 1,800 of these bad boys, so it's only going to be as usable as my ability to organize it. Sorry. GameCube, surely. There's a flippin' bass. Okay, there's bass slide from Kirby. It's like a fingered bass, fretless bass. Okay, let's do that. Oh, Super Smash Melee. Let's go. I also saw another one, fingered bass from Mario Kart. Okay, yeah, Super Mario Sunshine. So let's get all these in here. Probably one of these is going to be the right answer to really help sell the sound. So this one is Mario Kart. Pretty good so far. And then the fretlet bass from Super Smash Bros. Melee. I really like that one. Let's get our volumes back up. Cool. I like that a lot, actually. So start high, and then what we're going to do here is play the E flat, D flat, E flat, and that way, we're just moving up and down. It's a common bass line. Cool, I like that a lot. It kind of helps sell the E flat tonic deal there. You guys, pardon me 2 seconds while I turn a fan on. It's hot in this new room. Don't worry, I have a fan directly on my face. So, yeah, it's the one downside to this new studio space. It's in like the edge of the house where it's super hot. And it is 77 degrees already. And it gets up to the mid 80s in here. All right, I like that bass. Last thing is let's get all of the articulations the same. I'm making everything a 16th note in my durations here and just making sure everything looks clean. Some of them are not 100%. Especially with old samples like this, that level of accuracy is important. Because you can hear every little note that's too long. That sounds good. All right. We definitely need some kind of perk in here to help speed it along. So I don't know what that perk's going to be yet. Let's see what we got to work with. Let's... Got a lot of woodwinds in here. Musette. Wrong game. knew it was gonna happen. All right, so maybe that'll work. I kind of like that. I don't know why I'm going to that vibe, but I really like it. That's actually very, very in line with Mario. I like that a lot, actually. That actually really works, especially if you add some like vibes and stuff on top. So that's almost like just a good intro, and then we can make the musette kind of the feature here as our lead line for the A section. You just gotta go where the inspiration flows, right? All right. Let's keep the click going. And then I'll fix it from there. But the idea is so I like to have a chord marker up here to help keep track, especially as I add more instruments. So far everything, let's put a little check mark on it so it always defaults to that marker lane in Cubase or new window. So far everything has been an E flat. And let's change my grid to quarter notes. There we go. It's a little bit easier to see everything. So there's our eek. There we go. Yeah, everything's just a pedal E flat. And then here, we're going to start doing some inversions to really make it more interesting and melodic. So E flat, ba-da-da, E flat over G. Da-da-da-da, A flat, ba-da-da, E flat over B flat. B flat. Yeah. Da-da. Oops, you can't hear that. And then we do it again to repeat. That's how you get earworms. You create repetition, but you change it the second time. Let's see. That's a very Italian thing, which is very much in the vocabulary of Mario music because he's an Italian plumber. So I messed up the melody here. It should be a no, 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 F, G flat. And that's where we go to the C minor. This is G over B. This guy should be a B flat major. So. I don't know if Mario would do that. That's a very me thing. I think maybe for the first time we do an F minor, because it has more of a it's the 2 of the key, so the key of E flat. And the 2 is an F minor. It has more of a progression, like we're walking. Just a little bit more interesting. See, it's not as predictable. So let's experiment with that. I want to do it at one of the points. It's almost like we have to start happy. I almost don't want to go back to the root. There's a lot we can do there. So I'm quantizing his 8th notes to get it all in there. I have recorded a freakishly lot, a freakish amount of accordion in recent years. So I've just become very accustomed to how the instrument works and how to best write for it. That's why I feel like I'm able to do this. So this should be a B flat. I'll solve this later, but cool. I don't really want to quantize that much more because I like the musicality of it. That's still part of the A section. But it's definitely a new chord here. That's the one. That's the musette. I'm pretty sure that sample is from the Roland Sound Canvas, which you can buy the physical Rompler and, you know, record all the sounds manually, or you can just use the old VST, but it is discontinued. I wish there was a legal way of me giving you everything, but I just can't. I've looked into all that. It's frustrating. Best I can do is teach you how to do it yourself. Let's keep the bass going. Here we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is zoom out a little bit so I can see all my chords. This video is a little large for my screen. There we go. Here we go. Sounds a little weak now. Oh, because we're missing the horns. Sure, why not? I don't have to copy the Mario style exactly. I still want to put me into it, and that's very much a me thing. Chord progression I've always loved. It's using the major 5 in a scale. That right there. G major in the key of E flat major. Instead of the minor 3, it's a major 3. So let's see what happens if we do this. It's like a pop song now. Not a bad thing though. Might be a little bit too harmonically interesting, or like complex, not interesting, complex for what's happening on screen. Is light and bubbly and you know, playful. So let's keep experimenting. Playing around. Let's see what perk is going on. These contact libraries. I gotta use chord recorder. Sorry to disappoint. Recorder. I just gotta do it. me get a little refresher of their style. So I'm not too off. Oh, they do use an accordion. So I also noticed that my tempo is so fast. I think I've made a grave error in my tempo, so let me just slow it down. Probably should be like 90, but 110. Andante, you know, kind of walking. Well, dang it all. This happens so often where like idea number 1 sucks. And then I get inspired and idea number 2 is the one. I'm just going to say new and we're just going to roll with it. Yeah, no one's going to say anything. So, what's happening there? Well, just really wanted to get into that style. Yeah, which just kind of sounds like 16ths across the board. Maybe even some swing. What's up, Eric? This is fun. Let me clean this up a little bit, and I think we have a direction. Hey, what's up, Eric? Thanks for asking. Yeah, things are really doing great here. This needs to be... Session horns are so good. I don't usually write in swing or big band, but I always like it. Let's get the original back. I love that reset quantize button in new window. Yep, then I can hear what the original was meant to be. Before it got quantized to death. Cool. Let's get these tamed. Whew, all right, that's a lot. Let's try to match with the bass. So now we're in G sharp or G flat. Yay. Oh well, I'm weird like that. Effective. All right, let's edit that a little bit. It's close. There. Cool, I like that a lot, actually. Yeah, I don't know if this beginning has any service anymore. Any real purpose. Not sure that has any purpose. All right. I shed the vest. It's hot. Here we go. Now, maybe we can make something out of this. So essentially we're doing... we're doing this progression, just kind of moving up. 4, 5, 6. I think there's a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that really it? Just get the basics in here. G flat, A flat. I guess it'd be C flat. Gross. Who does that? What a monster. And this one's D flat. Then I think it repeats from there. Okay, cool. Just feels so much more Mario Party than the other thing I had, which is fine. So let's keep playing with the idea. About the groove, right? So really, I think we need to get a more modern drum kit in here. So let's pull from, still from the GameCube era, but let's pull one of these drum kits that have been used for ages. Probably there's like Super Smash has one I really liked. It's like an aggressive drum kit. There it is. It's called Acoustic Driven. This is used in so many Nintendo games. If I can find... There it is. Hey, what's up, Snail Pace? It's not perfect, but it was pretty close. I like that a lot. There we go. That's the drums used in so many Mario games, especially Super Smash Bros. Probably the most famous. Let's start the track over here at 29. I feel like I need to have a little bit of a swing to the pulse. So let's do like a little bit of a... Most definitely, Matt. If you know the exact drums. Let's see how the horns feel if I do the swing at 66%. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's nice. It's slight, but notice how all the... Well, you can't see anything, can you? Notice how slight, like right here. Notice how these little bits move, like there and there. Watch. It moves ever so slightly. What it does is it delays the beat by 33%. Now, just for kicks and giggles here, I'm also going to grab the jazz kit from a lot of the Mario games. I feel like that might be the other best case scenario here. Let's go to GameCube, drum kits, jazz. This is used in a ton of Mario games. This is the one from Super Mario Sunshine. Great question, Eric. Eric says, is there a science to writing an intro that works as an intro but also as a good loop point? In general, I would say an intro should be its own separate piece of music. That if you're using Wise, for example, as your middleware, you would just set the intro to play the first time, and then on all subsequent loops, you would start at the beginning of the second track, which is the true beginning of the loop. Because typically intros would only start one time when your character enters the level. And then every time the loop hits, right? You don't really need to have the every time. At least not in modern games. That's kind of an old... It's a very retro way of writing music because they didn't have middleware and stuff that could play multiple pieces of music. And now it just sounds so wimpy. These drums might be a little bit too intense. I'm trying to think of what else might be a really good place to grab. I don't know if retro is going to be the way. Just try something else. La la bum. What would be a good drum set? Easy Drummer is always a good place to start. I feel like the drum kit in the actual track for the game is very modern sounding. There's no retro vibes at all, because really bad drum sounds don't give the positive nostalgia vibes that like a bad synth would. That's intentionally dated. Oh, get out of here. Get out of here, authorization nonsense. Blech. I think I got it. There it goes. Cool. Maybe whatever reverb they have on here I don't like. something like that. But maybe with some EQ, I can get exactly where I want it to be. All right, let's see what we can get out of that. Clean this up real quick. Okay. I don't know how much more time I want to waste on that, on drums, but let me slow down for a minute. Let me actually grab just a piano. Channel my thoughts here. I always like to have a sketch piano. Oh wait, I already have one out. Not bad. It's way up here. Alright, so let's go back here. I guess this is. So I had these chords wrong. So it's actually G. That makes a whole lot more sense. A flat minor and then B flat. It's actually G flat over B flat. Yeah. Ba, ba. That's just simple 1, 2, 3, which is just 1 over 3, right? G flat over B flat. Let me clean these up real quick. There it is. Cool. Now that actually makes a whole lot more sense. Musically. So what I want here is I'm wondering if there's a way I can incorporate this idea I had earlier, though. So what's my tempo now? I haven't given up on that idea yet. I still like it a lot. It just seems like it's good for much faster. So what are we in that? It's E flat. So I'm wondering what happens if I take all of this. G flat, what happens if we go down to E flat? I think there's a way. I think I'm secretly writing two parts to the same piece of music. Yeah, there's got to be a tempo that kind of bridges the gap there. Let's try the in-between. Let's like 96. Let's see if this can handle being any slower. Oops, before I do that, I have to make everything musical mode before I run into tempo changing problems. So over here, this is a Cubase new window thing. Kind of weird. I don't know why this is not the default, but it just means you have to change the clock to the little note. That way, if you change the tempo, nothing gets screwed up. It's great for like film scoring and like what I'm doing right now, because then I can lock the audio from the original in place, and that way the video never changes. That's good. You don't want that to move. But otherwise, everything else is going to shift here. So let's try that going to a slower tempo of like 96. Let's see how that feels, and hopefully this is going to be the solution. I didn't have my chords locked. 1 second. There's a little lock icon here. Oh, you got to do the same thing with your marker tracks. I forgot about that. Cool. That way when you shift stuff, those don't move either. That's the worst. There it goes. I think that's the answer. Yeah, I found it. I found it. Yeah! All right, so the secret to today's episode, brought to you by coffee. No particular coffee. Oh, yeah, there's a stupid Starbucks mug. Oh, there it is. There, you shouldn't see that. I don't care about Starbucks, but there you go. Cue the Kefka laugh. What I did is I ended up writing two pieces of music, right, in two different keys, whatever, because that's what felt right, and in two different tempos. But they both match, but they didn't work together. So what I did is I slowed down the fast one, sped up the slow one, found a medium tempo, and then made the keys the same. And now, if I smush them together, it should work. Or at the very least, play the melody from the original on the chord progression of the second, and I think it's just gonna work. It's just gonna work. Believe in yourself. All right. I'm really excited now, because I think we found it. Yeah, musette. So the question now becomes, can we take this thing we started here at the intro, is there a way to salvage? Maybe, maybe not, since we've mutilated it, but maybe there's a way to salvage our... Like that, like just find a new line, you know? Same chords, but different tempo, different feel. These are too nice. Play it again a little bit more aggressively. Alright, there's so much you could do with this. Like that. It's okay. I have to move stuff. I don't like moving stuff. Basically, I just need to go through here and fix all the new. So this is now the A section. Now just making it way faster. Yeah, dun. Wait. Hello, Musio. What's up? Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da-bum. Ba-da-ba-dum-ba-bum. Must be fun. So, Dimitrios, for the first time in months, I catch a live score. Hope you're doing well. Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. I am living the dream. It's just hot in here. I gotta figure out like a heat solution. I might just start open the window. It's like 50 outside, but 80 inside. It's so hot. Just this room. It's just this one room. It's weird. It's upstairs, you know. So here's what I want to do. I like these little fade-ins. How do I do it? Yeah, you have to actually hit it hard to get the... It's a little aggressive, but whatever. It's Mario. Come on. I guess that would be na na da ba da ba da do do. I like the G. Da-da-dum. I think this is going to work really well, especially if we do the 16th note swing. 66%, one of my favorite things to do. If you're in Logic, that would be the swing number C. Logic just has A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and you don't really know what they mean. But at least in Cubase, new window, they give you a percentage to choose from, which I greatly appreciate. I always hated that about Logic. Used to be a Logic guy. I'm sure they've fixed a lot of the problems I used to have with it, but 10 years ago. Yeah, I mean, that's what it is, Micah. The sun's right there. Yeah. Ba, ba, ba. It's got to be short. Ooh, that sounds good. Just gotta get these a bit more intense and shorter. Get all these to swell. Alright. Alrighty. Cool. We're almost there. Can you hear it in your head yet? I can. Trying to hear all the different parts. Come on, Barry, get with it. Barry the sax. He is not in time with his brethren. Shame, shame, shame. All of these. For whatever reason, I lift my my bottom finger last. Oh, whatever. Typical. All right. All right, let's get this. Man, we're getting there, guys. Thanks for bearing with me in the hot, hot heat. It's okay. Let's see. I like the octave change. finally sounding like music. Hey, getting time, bro. One job, bass. Hey, it's Marie. You know, I just realized it doesn't help that I have lights on my face and really sweaty headphones. That's probably adding like 5 degrees. I'll figure it out. And then the B section, which will be this stuff we already wrote. Hip, hip, hooray. Now I just got to figure out how to get it. I'll just delete that. Let's move all this. Right, let's do like, yeah, that one. Yay. I love the window, yes I do. Makes my life so easy. How about you? All right. That actually works, folks. Wait, what happened to all my stuff? Crap. Ah. Hold on, I have to go back and undo like 500 things. Whoops. Okay, that's what I did wrong. Okay. Whee. Cool. Excellent. Groovy. All right. Let's go to D. It kind of works. Let's do some stuff. Delete something. Oh, there it is. Okay. Now I understand. Let me merge this stuff together so it's not so confusing. There we go. Cool. This may actually not turn out to be a complete disaster. Let's turn the bass way down. Let's turn down the session horns. They're just overpowering. Here we go. Cool. I think we're We're close. All right, let me take a quick little break, coffee break. Be right back, and we'll get back to it. Thanks for hanging out so far. Talk amongst yourselves. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Live Composing Show. This is Stephen Melin. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I've officially opened a window and the door, hoping to not completely fry everything in my room. So this is our first stream since relocating the studio. So, and also, a small room, direct sunlight, upper floor, lots of electric equipment that just generates heat. Right? That's always been the case. My studio has always caused like 5 to 7 degrees increase just for being a studio. I have so many things on, right? Anyway, so for those of you unaware, I just want to have a quick little segue here. We now have private coaching inside Video Game Music Alliance. So if you are ready to take your video game music career to the next level, we do have private coaching. So you can always send an email to coaching@videogamemusicalliance.com and we will get you connected to the appropriate coach for you. I'm going to type that out real quick. Musicalliance.com. There you go. Coaching@videogamemusicalliance.com, and that is going to be the fastest way to get connected, and we'll share all that info with you. And just for those of you interested, I'm actually a coach now. I focus on the production side, so I can help you take your music to the next level. But we have some other coaches who specialize in the business side, the composition, the music theory side, and the technology, things like middleware and game audio implementation, that type of thing. Or just working within your DAW to make better music. So we have coaches that are experts at all of those things, and they're here to help you. One other thing you should know about is I now have a segment of this show called Level Up Live. I'm going to post a little link down there in the live chat real quick like. Level Up Live. Check out that link and you can learn more about what that looks like. This is something I used to do a couple years ago, and it's during this live stream time where you can submit your track and you can give me your MIDI, your stems, and your final mix. And what I'll do is I'll throw it into my new window session just like this. And I will work live with everyone present to improve your track. And that way you can be in the live chat and watch and give feedback throughout. But the whole purpose is I use my experience, my sample libraries, my plugins to help make your track polished. And that way you can use that as part of your portfolio to submit if you perhaps are trying to pitch for some new game gigs, or just to help build your skill set and maybe see what I would do differently than what you have tried to help level up faster. That's the whole point. I really enjoyed doing that a couple years ago, and now that I finally have a new studio space that's private, I can do that without kids running in, kind of thing. So yeah, all good over here. Hope that is a blessing to you guys. So check that out, get signed up, jump on the schedule for the next couple months before the holiday season, and yeah, that'll be super fun. So, boom shakalaka. Let's get back to Mario Party. So far, so good. I was just, even when I stepped away for a few minutes, I was humming this tune. So, I think that is the direction to go. But let me simplify it, because part of melodic writing is to try to simplify the tune as much as possible to its most basic essential parts. So that's something I need to modify so it doesn't clash with the harmony. So what I'm trying to do is mix enough familiarity with the rhythm, as well as like enough repetition of the pitch, but it should change slightly. So what I'm hearing is ba ba da ba dum ba ba da bum ba da ba dum bum ba da bum bum ba da ba dum bum ba da bum do 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 ba da ba dum ba ba da bum. Right, so it kind of keeps that rhythm. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. That helps make things catchy and memorable, is when the rhythm repeats as well. See, that clashes. That's okay, because it's a passing tone. It gets off of it fast enough, so. Hey, Zach. That's funny. So a good melody should work slow and fast, by the way. So that's the problem. It's too much of a jump back, so. So that's why it has to be the harmony. It has to be like a counter melody with another instrument. Ba 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 ba. Right? That's for the harmony. That actually works if I don't complete it, but then use that as the breath, so to speak. All right, let's write it in. I'll do the chords later. Oops. That's what it should be on the offbeat. Too active. It's so fast. We like go to 94. Slow it down a little bit. I think 94 is the sweet spot. So all of this should just be 16th notes quantized to what do you call it? Swing, the swing. Da yada ba-dum bum bum ba-dum ba-da-ba-dum bum ba-dum. I just gotta match the harmonies a little bit better to match the timing. Like that. These should all start. Maybe a beat later. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Eighth note. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. That sounds good. That's off. That's why. It's a little trickier to write these kinds of rhythms, but it really pays off. I guess that should be like that. I don't think this is quantized at all. Weird. There it is. Ba-dum, ba-da-ba-da-ba-bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Dum, ba-da-ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Ba-da-ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum. So a little gap here. Da-da-bum. Shoot it, boo, doo-doo. Yeah. That's what makes it catchy. Telling you. I don't like this part. Mm-mm. That's it. Yeah, it's gross. Eh. There it is. Got it. I'm trying to outline the chord without repeating the same dang notes, you know? It can't be obnoxious. A little bit longer. Yay. want 12, all of the accompaniment to come in a or a beat later. Bum, 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 bum. Cool. All right. Now I have like the skeleton. Now I can really start to just fly here. Gosh, now it freaking sounds like Mario Party. Like it really does. Oh my gosh. Let me just get rid of the old one and just keep grooving on that. Ooh, gross. No snares.
Time.
Don't really know what to do there. That was kind of gross. Hold on. Yeah, just keep the beat going. That's really all it needs. It doesn't need... There's enough syncopation going on with the horns and the bass and everything that the groove just needs to keep going. That's kind of what keeps everything in line. But I still want the 66% swing for sure. It's so light and innocent that's what makes it work. Now let's give a little bit of reverb to the musette, like negative 30 dB. Just so it's not so dry, and let's also oops, wrong one. Let's EQ it slightly, just to be a little bit warmer, not so bright in our face. So probably right there, right there. Let's listen to it in context. All right, now let's get the recorder in action over here. That is literally the Mario Party recorder. And I was joking earlier, in the actual track, they used this sample. It's like, it's just so bad, but so good, you know? Because it's so high. A little bit of reverb. Definitely need some EQ love here. send. Alright, let's keep going with this. I don't like how it's like the exact same thing the whole time. That's probably all the time we're gonna have. Let's make that the loop point just to kind of keep it all consistent. Might be fun just to kind of goof around with this Mario style is to get some of the fun vocal samples. Something stupid like that, which just is so amazing. Sample Tank has a lot of those that have been used throughout the Mario franchise. Oops, I gotta make sure I didn't copy my EQs and stuff. Oh my gosh, yes. Yes. It's so good. All right, enough of that. Back to task. Press button. Oh no! Oh no! I smacked my camera right off the ledge. There we are. There we are. Press. I just straight up gone and whacked it. It's okay. Technical difficulties. Oh. What the heck? That'll have to do. So dumb. Oh my goodness. New studio woes. All right. Let's see the Glockenspiel. The Glockenspiel. I don't hate it. Nice. All right. Yeah.
Mario time!
This loop actually works. Cool. Never marked these chords. I ought to do that. What's that? E flat?
Mario time! Mario time!
I think it flows pretty well. It all feels like one piece of music. There's no like down section, but that's okay. Knowing that the nature of this music is you're really only going to hear it for like a minute at a time, 2 minutes at a time most. It's kind of okay that it's short because the music changes so often in this game that it's going to fade in and out between like the music, the item music, the getting the items, the fade into the minigame music, that it really works. Okay. Especially without the percussion here, I like that. So I might as well get these corrected. So really this is going to be E flat. Let's see if I can do this quickly. F minor. So it's going to be E flat over G. And then A flat. Now that we've transposed everything. dun, dun, dun.
Mario time!
Cool. It works. It works.
All right.
Maybe a sax. Let's get back to my original volume levels here. I was just testing out the sound effects, and that worked really well, actually.
Mario time!
Let's see what session horns can do for solos. Not sure if I've ever tried. Solo, trumpet, session horns. Is that a thing? I think so, maybe. There's so many good ones in here. Let me go to my session horns. Yeah. Maybe even one of the sax. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that's good.
Mario time!
I love this patch because based on the mod wheel and the pitch bend you can control. Cool.
Mario time!
There's some potential here. Like really making that feel like. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get like the trumpet section. Maybe we can make it something special. Might as well like lean in, you know. Let's make another like ensemble performance patch. Something that feels like. Let's get our volumes correct. There's a reason why this was like the industry standard for a while. Let's just see what we can get out of that. Over the top. Kind of the idea here is no, that is incorrect. There we go. Got the camera fixed. Might as well make this like an A1, A2.
Mario time!
Close. Yeah, get double recorded. Grr.
Mario time! 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 Mario time!
Whew, this one's kicking my butt today. But it is fun. I'm liking it. For real, let's get some kind of Mario vocals. That'd be really fun. What else do we have? I might just do this. Let's grab something like from GameCube era. Oh no. Here, let's just grab All the Sunshine. There's so many good ones in there. 44 instruments. It's Mario time. Excuse me. Sorry for your ears. We're not far off here. I like that a lot, actually. That's a kalimba. I feel like that adds a lot of character. Cool. Let me try that solo here. Adds a lot of character. Yeah. Instantly makes it sound like a kid's game. Ooh. Inversions. I don't know what to do there, though. I'll just go up the octave, yeah. Yeah. Hooray! Put some swing on those. That adds so much character. A little mistake here. Cool. Check out my quantizing. That's what's going on. Not everything was quantized perfectly. Alright, let's put this. Somehow I deleted that on accident, but that's okay. That was a better take. Anyway. Some kalimba back. That'd be helpful. Almost got it. Helps give some consistency in the background, even though it's not super forward or present. Just enough brightness to almost feel like a percussion instrument. have to have a little vocal. Here's what I'm going to do. Hopefully it's not crazy. I know I've recorded some of these, so let's find, for my VGM database, let's find something probably from the GameCube era that is a vocal, like, doo-wop. Scrolling way down here. I mean, I'll try to load it. I just don't know how successful it's going to be. Sample Tank is super glitchy. I hope it doesn't crash my session. And if it does, well, thanks for hanging out. But maybe it will work today. Looks like it's wanting to work really well, actually. Let's find, like... This is where a lot of Mario stuff is from. And that beautiful rendering. Yeah, I know. They're so hideous. Let's make sure that there's no... Where's the effects? There it is. Turn all that crap off. There we go. Whew. I know, they're special. I kid you not, they used this sample in Super Mario Wonder. They actually did. They used Sample Tank. And it just makes my heart so happy that they're still using this junk. Because it's the sound of Mario. I don't like how the sample pans, though. It's kind of baked in. Let me find a better one, if there is such a thing. Oh my gosh. See if I can find, like... It's going to be like the doo-wop. The doo... That's what I want. And then let's turn off all the crap. There. There we go. Basically just copy that. There we go. 11 fingers in one hand, that's right. terrible. Then we'll do the pitch bend. Where is it? I'm staring right at it there. Everything's normal, and then that one's going to be the fun bend. Oh, I did it backwards. There we go. That's not bad. There is a place for this trumpet. I'm just trying to figure out where. Maybe instead of the vocals. Oh, I love the trill. That's so fun. keep all of that, but there's enough in there to keep it spicy. I like that a lot. Look at that MIDI. It's just nuts. That's half the fun, though. Of swing is to, like... So instead of, like, killing the whole thing, or quantizing the whole thing, which would kill it, I'm just going to slide it over. I don't know where to put the recorder. Cool. Yeah. Triple it is the only way. Chibble-ba-ba-da-ba-da. that trumpet just hits. Like it just works so well. Oh man, I like never write for solo trumpet. But that was a good move. Cool. Let's keep the 16th note swing swinging. I think it's a nice intro. Get us into the groove. What's up, Michael? You gotta have something. Just to help kind of get the motif going. But I'm going to use a sax. Solo, probably alto sax. That way it feels separate from the rest of the guys. Session. It's so pretty. It's so Mario. Snap. Okay. Oh my god. Dang, that's so nice. I'm digging this now, man. gotta be careful not to override the trumpet, but I'm trying to do some harmonies. All right, let's simplify this. Okay, I love the alto at the beginning. Let it be. Let's clean this up and we'll finish up for today. Gotta be careful here. All right, let's see how this feels as a whole track, okay? Let's put the sound effects on. I can't make this full screen because it will not play in 60 or 30 FPS, but I can keep it like moderately like this. Let's just kind of listen through, yeah? I'm really happy with this.
Mario time! Mario time!
Sorry, and my mic was off. My bad. I feel like there's a little too much. Maybe this just needs to go here. Let's try that. No, I liked it. Let's add a little flavor. Hey, what's up, Sarah? We're at the very end. You can enjoy this for a moment with us. I'm gonna go ahead and call the stream there, and that way I can, export it and such on my end without making you guys wait. But thanks so much for being a part. This was a ton of fun. Once again, this is Super Mario Party Jamboree. This is the first level. I'm pretty happy with this. This took a lot. It took about an hour to clarify what the tune was, like the main theme, and I had two separate ideas, and I had to end up changing the tempo and the key to make it all meld into one thing. But I'm really happy with it, and this is the power of iteration. Don't just toss an idea just because you think it's bad in the moment. You can sometimes come back to it and merge things together, which is what happened today. So let's enjoy, guys. Yeah, I'm at the end of my road. 3 hours is like my mental capacity to do these. I think it's a good amount of time. So thank you for joining us. I'm happy with the loop. Let's play it out. I'm going to maximize as much as I can this guy here so you can see it. And let's turn the sound effects to, about 4 dB higher, and then I'll lower the volume just a little bit so we can kind of experience what it's all like together. Thanks for being a part, guys. I'm back to doing these every single Wednesday, 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard. I know it's not the best time for everybody, but it's the consistent time that I can pull off every week consecutively moving forward. I'm really excited about that. And if you guys want to grab your own Level Up Live session, make sure you go to stevemelin.com/leveluplive. I'm going to type that in the chat one more time for us. Go check it out. That's something that all of you can participate in. It's where you send me your files, and I will use one of these streams to level it up, to make it the best I possibly can, to produce it with your original materials, but I'm going to use my own sample libraries, my own plugins, and just decades of experience doing this stuff to help make it the best possible track it can be. And that could be a huge win for somebody, especially in the beginning stages of your game composing career, because unfortunately we live in a world where we're all, I don't want to say we're all competing, but there is a prerequisite bar of quality that you have to have with your level of production before anyone's going to hire you. So that could be a fast track to getting at least that first gig, or maybe improving what you're currently working on for a project or whatever. I'm here to help any way I can. So thank you guys for being a part. And if anybody wants to grab any of these samples that I used today, all of these you could find in the spreadsheet and in the masterclass that I put together. Go to the free masterclass. It's 30 minutes long. Go click on it. It's only for the super nerds. I mean, you got to really get technical with that stuff, converting samples into contact format using an old piece of software on Windows called Extreme Sample Converter. It's a whole thing, but I love that stuff. It's super fun. And that's how I was able to really nail and dial in these sounds today. And of course, all the jazz stuff, which was super cool with session horns, which if anybody here has the complete collection through Native Instruments that comes with it. So that's awesome. Anyway, see you guys. Have a great weekend. Rest of the week. Let's play it out. Super Mario Jamboree. No, Super Mario Party Jamboree. Here's my track. See you later.
All right!
Mario time!